taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Powers through. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. But the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
They'll try the run. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds a tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe.
Slanted inside the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease to the left. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge and make some big, easy plays early in this ball game?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt. And I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
The give to the tailback. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air. It's back. Quick strike complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Hurricanes will try to convert on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for space. It's Fletcher. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback keeper. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they can...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Rick.
He's got it down the left side. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. To the ground with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The toss to the outside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's back. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Working that left side now. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Quick pass on the fly motion. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? A designed run for the quarterback. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Oh, better look out. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Catch in the middle. It's Clark. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fires toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? Pushes ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the...
And they will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
And find your weapons. Nice job on the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's back. Lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Canes in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big throw.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Tight end finds a soft spot. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Corner's going to give them room. This guy can throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Grab near the marker. It's Daniels. Turns it on in midfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Canes moving quickly to the line.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Just keep slinging it. Caught near the sticks. It's Marion. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Canes are rolling down the field.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Michael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Clark. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so faster after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Going to try to get it himself. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to get outside. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his man. It's Pringle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Puts it out of the air. Touchdown, Miami! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Here's the pressure.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Not a very good punt there. No doubt the pressure had an impact. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. To the air, it's Sellers. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Pringle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Runs through a tackle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires it. Connection to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Clark. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To throw, it's back. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's loose on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to get...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen. We had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. On target to the left. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Going right and going deep. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots,